loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me point up and it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike, 53, Mike. I'm coming after you.
On first down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson dancing to his left. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, 29 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
36 power.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Wilson on target there to Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go, D. Big series.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Buying time to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right?
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
I'm here all day.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
He's got Lockett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I got him. Check 4, check 4. Check 26, check 1.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this, and this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Watch the boot.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Here we go. 36 power.
Now Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking a 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Recon, 132 fighter. 5'9",
Hey, high 7. Hey, center. Pilot, 64, weak.
Check it out, read.
On second down now, it's Howard. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
We got 3.
Lefty.
On second down, it's Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
4 down. Rush in.
A second down carry for Procise. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. Go. First and 10 at the 29-yard line. 53, Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. This complete to Lockett. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown
Are
there.
you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
23 yards, the final tally.
Watch safety creep.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack on first down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, they turn to Sanders. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And Elliott puts this one through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
We got this. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Again, it's Howard. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Squeeze, double. Check. 74.
From the 40 now on second down. Wentz. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd and short. Running with Howard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 39 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, it was 4th down, so there was pressure to begin with, and then you make a one-handed catch like that. What a play.
Just when you thought your blood pressure couldn't get any higher after having called for it on 4th down, you see a one-handed catch being attempted. I'm sure it spiked at that point for all the guys on that side of the field, and instead they get a chance to celebrate. What a tremendous catch, bringing it down for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go with Howard again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Incomplete. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a 1st.
Strip that ball. Great.
Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run on 1st down. Howard. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go back to the ground, this time Clement. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Great start to the second quarter, better than 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Gets past one man. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
14.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 34. Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. His defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Got it. 14.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand, that maybe he wanted to be in that spot and say, hold it a second. I can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Clement. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now it's Sproles. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Sproles. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From midfield, here's Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
find out my team ballin'. You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies. So you can check the scoreboard, check the stats. Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Come the end. He said, we ain't giving him nothing. Check three. Show it.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run it with Carson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Wentz now on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Jeffrey's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Check Mike 57. Mike.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, it's Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They run for it with Carson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On first down, Carson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson, being chased out left. And this is caught. He hits more. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
36. Check.
Out of the gun, here's Pro-Size. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The shotgun handoff to Pro-Size. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Myers connects on the PAT. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz, this short throw caught by Goddard. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Howard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Trying the right side with Howard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Jordan Howard, 54 yards, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Block it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Wilson will throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
81.
From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Howard, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Sunday.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. It's caught by Aguilar. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Forced, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quentin Jefferson breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 13 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Buying time to his left. And he's got Lockett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Procise. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the run. Hey, they're running it. Alert 3. Let's go. 4 down. 4 down. 57's Mike. Mike 57. 19. Don't get nervous. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Right back to Procise. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. On 3rd down, Procise. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. A gain of 4 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard. 67 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Carson. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. Now it's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will shave one more off this lead. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
He was taken down by K.J. Wright. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Howard. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, 39 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever. Throwing is Wilson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking pass.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first, they go right back to Howard. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
At the Seahawks 23-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on.
Again, it's Howard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say 24-hour cheesesteak shop, here we come.
Oh, yeah, and I'm buying, partner. And guess what? I'm having mine with.
And I'm having 2 if you're buying. Good night from Philadelphia.